What's going on, YouTubers? REE-ZON coming at you once again. And what I'm doing this time is a video on what I feel is one of the contributing factors and one of the main reasons, you can say, that the Wii U has had a less than stellar launch. And there's really just one simple reason, one main reason. I should say there's a couple of reasons, but one main reason. And this main reason has an effect in so many ways people may not even realize. I myself didn't think about what I'm about to talk to you about until I went back and played some Wii, original Wii, over this past weekend. I played great games such as Metroid Prime Corruption, Mario Galaxy, the original, Bully Scholarship Edition, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and just so many other Wii titles. You know, titles that were either exclusive to the Wii or had their own versions on the Wii that were the definitive experience. You know, like as far as Mortal Kombat Armageddon, for me, the Wii version is the best. You know, over the Xbox and PS2 versions. But that's for another day, another video. But basically, after going back and playing through some of these games and just getting caught up in the amazingness of the experience, I came to realize something. The Wii U doesn't have, obviously, it doesn't have the plethora of first-party games that the Wii has. I mean, the Wii was out for 6.5, 7 years, and of course established a tremendous library and tremendous user base, no doubt. But the Wii U's only been out for 5.5, 6 months now. But on top of that, it doesn't have the first-party support yet. There hasn't been any definitive first-party experience on the console yet. And while I was playing the Wii this weekend, I was playing through games, like I said, like Galaxy, the original Galaxy, Metroid Prime Corruption 3. And even though this wasn't an exclusive, the definitive version again was on the Wii, and that's Bully, the Scholarship Edition. I believe that was a superior version of the game. When you talk about the Xbox 360 version and the PS2 version where it originally launched, I think the Wii's version is the definitive experience with the motion controls and just everything that game has to offer. But having said that, as I play through those games, I'm sitting there holding the Wiimote and nunchuck, and just from the minute I power up those games, the minute I load them up, there's a vibe, there's a feeling, there's an identity about the Wii when you play it. You know, right off the bat, you know what this system is about. You know what it offers. There's a certain aura. There's a certain feeling around the games for that console, around holding the nunchuck and controller. There's an identity that you get with the system where you know exactly what Wii is going to offer you. The Wii U doesn't have that yet. And I believe the main reason is because there hasn't been a definitive first-party experience on it. Now, with the tablet controller, with all that it has to offer, and the way that it's going to revolutionize gaming, in a similar way, not exactly the same, but in a similar way that the Wiimote and Nunchuck revolutionized gaming, it is going to happen. When they drop that first-party magic, when Mario 3D or whatever they're going to call it comes out, when their Metroid game comes out, when their Star Fox games come out, when Legend of Zelda comes out, and Nintendo shows the world, as they so often have to do, and shows the industry, this is how you make games on our system. This is what we can do. This is what you can take advantage of. Follow the leader. This is how you make games for our system, and then everybody jumps on board and makes some amazing experiences. The same thing happened with the Wii. The Wii had a lot of third-party support at launch, but a lot of crappy games, a lot of crappy third-party games, you know, ports and whatnot with tacked-on controls. It wasn't until, you know, people saw Mario Galaxy, or people saw, let me think, what was an early launch game that did it justice? Even Red Steel, the original Red Steel, which got mediocre reviews. But when they saw that, oh, this is how we do this motion gaming thing. Then you started to see some epic third-party titles come out for the Wii, and that's the whole idea. And that's what I believe is going on right now. The Wii U doesn't have that definitive first-party experience from Nintendo, basically tutoring the rest of the gaming industry on how to make games for their console. Well, I mean, aside from Zombie U is a bona fide classic for those of you who haven't played that game or even given it a chance because you believe, you know, garbage sites like IGN or GameSpot's reviews, where they gave it like a 7 or a 6. Yo, if I have to come on here one more time and talk about how much garbage IGN and GameSpot put out on a daily basis, if I have to come on here again and tell you just the degree of depth that their head is up their ass when it comes to their reviews, especially against Nintendo games, I think I'm going to barf myself to death. That being said, Zombie U is a bona fide classic. One of the best, if not best, horror survival games of all time. I put it right up there with Eternal Darkness, maybe even a little bit better. And that game really shows you what the Wii U's tablet controller or the gamepad or whatever you want to call it brings to the table. It shows you how it revolutionizes the gaming experience and takes you into a level of immersiveness you never had before. Aside from that game, I mean, Nintendo Land is like Wii Sports. Wii Sports is super fun. I love it. So is Wii Sports Resort. I own them both, and I go back and play them periodically. But it's not an in-depth. It's not a deep gaming experience. It just shows you all. It shows you real quick what the system can do. But Zombie U takes it to a level where it's like, boom, this is what we can do with this new technology. This is how we can bring the player into a more intense experience with this system. Aside from Zombie U, there's not any other game on the system, especially not a first-party title, that shows off what the system can do. I believe when that happens, when Nintendo does that, be it Mario Kart that's coming out soon, or Pikmin, or Mario, or whatever it is, but when that happens, the whole gaming world and gaming fans in general are just gonna be like, oh, this is what this system can do. Because it'll do what Zombie U is doing, or what Zombie U has done, but on a larger, more notable scale, how should I say, mainstream scale. Because Zombie U is a third-party gem, but it's kind of slept on. Most people haven't played the game. The people that do will tell you it's amazing, but it's not enough people. You know what I'm saying? So when they do something like that, something first party that's just gonna be like, bam, this is what we can do, and everybody will be like, oh, okay. When that happens, and more games like that come out and third parties begin to follow suit, well, then you'll see Wii U establish its identity. But that's something that I was thinking about, man. I was playing Wii this weekend, the original Wii, and it's just, I was like, wow, man, the Wii has this aura about it, this presence, this identity that it established from the jump. And as years went by and they continued to dominate, they continued to make, amazing experiences, man. I mean, I could go down the list right now. Right off the top of my head, I own almost 50 Wii games. I'll tell you right now, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, instant classics in the halls of video game history. Psst, by far. By Mario Galaxy, the original Mario Galaxy, I will tell you right now, and I own about 25 to 30 PS3 games. I have a PS3, I love it. But I'm going to tell you right now, there is nothing on PS3 that came near what Mario Galaxy did as a game. Nothing. Not Red Dead Redemption, not Grand Theft Auto 4, not Mass Effect. Well, Mass Effect is more of a Microsoft franchise. I'm sorry about that. Not Metal Gear Solid 4. That's for sure. There's nothing on the PlayStation 3 that even got near what Mario Galaxy 1 or 2 were able to do. Okay, Smash Bros. Brawl, Mario Kart Wii, Donkey Kong Country Returns, 007 GoldenEye, which began as a Nintendo exclusive, and then it sold so well that they had to make it for the PS3, and the PS3 version is just a graphical upgrade. It's just, the Wii, you can't replace the motion controls in a first-person shooter. That's just once you do that and you do it right and somebody experiences it, it's very hard to go back to sticks. To control sticks. I mean, I have Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2 on the Wii U. My wife plays with the gamepad. I play with the Wiimote and nunchuck. Just after I played the Conduit on the original Wii, which is another perfect example of one of those games that gave the Wii a presence. It gave it an identity about it. After playing with motion controls, you can't go back, man. I mean, you could try, but it's just inferior in every way. But there's nothing on the PS3 that comes near these games, or on the Xbox 360 for that matter. And they established an identity, an aura, a presence about the Nintendo Wii that you knew right away. What was special about the system, what it offered. You knew it wasn't graphics. You knew it wasn't raw power. It was the controls. It was the way it innovated the gameplay, or the gameplay experience with motion controls. Okay, there is nothing on any system ever, and I include Ocarina of Time in this, okay, and that's with all due respect, because I love Ocarina of Time. I think it is the second greatest game of all time. But the greatest game of all time to me is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. There is nothing that touches that. That is the epitome, the pinnacle of motion gaming, all right? But like I said, these games helped establish the Wii's presence, the identity of what the system was about. You knew that you were going to get fun, period, no matter what. Whether it was good graphics, bad graphics, whether it was a first-person shooter, or it was a party game. You knew you were going to get fun when you turned on the Wii. From Wii Sports Resort all the way down to, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, Metroid Prime Corruption, Metroid Other M. So many great titles on that system. And I believe that's what the Wii U is lacking right now. It's not just the first-party games. That is the main thing. But as a result of not having those first-party franchises show up from the jump on your system, you're lacking an identity. I mean, the Wii U to me is the best console available right now. And I think people think, oh, once the PS3 and the PS4 and Xbox Infinity launch, it's going to be forgotten. Oh, no, 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 no. I think it's still going to compete heavily with those two systems. Be it underpowered as far as specs go, it's still going to compete with those two systems, and I think it's going to win. I think once Nintendo gets the ball rolling with its first party lineup, and everybody follows suit, third parties be like, okay, this is how you make games. Well, we're going to make this game, boom. And they're going to know exactly how to implement those controls and the way that the gamepad innovates gameplay. No. I don't just believe it's going to compete with Xbox Infinity and PS4. I believe it's going to win the generation eventually. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem right now. Right now, it's lacking its identity because there is no Star Fox. There is no Mario, real Mario. You know, Mario, New Super Mario Bros. U is just as a cash-in. It's fun, it's great. I own it, like I said before, and I do go back and play it. But it's not the epic Mario experience we're waiting for. You know, there's no Zelda right now. There's no Metroid. There's no Smash Brothers. There's no Mario Kart. There's no Pikmin. There's no Wonderful 101. And all these games are coming soon down the pipeline. Once these games get here and establish a presence and give Wii U an identity, oh, then there's a whole different story. But I just wanted to make a video about that because that never occurred to me. I mean, it occurred to me in the most basic sense, in the sense of, okay, yeah, I know they're lacking first-party titles. That's a big problem. That's the reason everything is going to hell right now. But the more I thought about it, I was like, man, it's not just the fact that these games are missing. It's that since these games are missing this system, nobody knows what the Wii U is. You know, we knew what the Wii was from the jump. An innovative new console from Nintendo that introduced motion controls to the gaming world and set it on fire. The Wii U, we see this amazing controller. We see that Nintendo's finally in the HD era. We see that Nintendo has a pretty solid online infrastructure with Nintendo Network, Miiverse, and all these things. We see this. But it hasn't come together as a package with a definite identity that we can say we know what Wii U is. I do as a gamer because I own it and I'm an avid gamer. But the general public doesn't really know. A lot of people think it's an upgrade to the Wii. A lot of people think it's a handheld system because of the way the controller looks. You know what I'm saying? So you haven't established an identity because you don't have those first-party games coming out. I know that they're coming out, and they're coming out soon, and they're gonna blow the doors off the gaming world once they get here. But that's the issue. You know, I turn on my Wii right now, and I play the original Wii, or I play it in Wii mode on the Wii U. You know, it has the backwards compatibility with Nintendo Wii games, and I'll play, you know, Endless Ocean Blue World, or I'll play, you know, Excitebots, Trick Racing, or so many great games on the Wii. And it's like there's this identity, there's this presence. Granted, that's because of 7 years of existence and establishing their user base and their fan base and their identity. But nonetheless, I turn it on, I'm holding a Wiimote nunchuck, and it's like, yo, this feels right. Boom, this is Nintendo Wii. When I turn on my Wii U to play Zombie U, it's amazing. But it's like I'm holding this tablet controller and it's great and all that, but it's like this is the only experience that they have to me that really shows what the system can do. I mean, it's been 5.5, 6 months. We have 30 or 40 games at least by now available on the Wii U. Everything from crappy ports and crap titles and shovelware to epic games. Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed 3, Injustice, Gods Among Us, all big-time multi-platform games, all available on the Wii U. And I'm sure, I know in the case of Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Ops 2, the better version is on the Wii U. Better looking, better controlling, and everything. But, you know, there's no first party like, boom, this is what we do. This is what we're about, you know what I'm saying? There's no first party juggernaut that has, you know, basically set the gaming world on fire and put people on notice about Wii U. Once that happens, it's over. Once that happens, it's done. There's nothing that PS4 can do. I mean, right now, PS4, they're either keeping their cards very close to their chest and not saying a lot, or really, because all they're emphasizing about this system is this share button, this share function. That's it. That's all I really hear about the system. Slightly better graphics, because I've seen the trailers. They're beautiful graphics, but it's not that big of a leap over PS3. It's just clear, crisper. You know, some things look a little bit more photorealistic and whatnot, but a share function, that's the main draw that I'm seeing, you know. And then I'm hearing about Xbox Infinity requiring an always online connection. That's gonna crash. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing there, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to Wii U, they're offering so much, and it's little by little getting better through these updates that they're issuing. Nintendo TV has been updated, and it looks amazing, and it was great to begin with. So there's so much that's going on, but that's the issue. Nintendo Wii U has all these great things going for it, but hasn't brought them together in one definitive first-party package that says, bam, here I am. I'm the dawn of this new generation. This is what my system offers and no one else does. Besides Zombie U, they don't have anything that's done that. So once they start rolling that out, you're going to see they're going to establish a presence big time in the gaming industry. And I believe they're going to win the generation. But that's my time for now, man. I'll be making some more videos throughout the day. God bless y'all and stay gaming, man. This is what we do all day, every day. Peace.